Welcome back, everyone. Namaste. Welcome all. Welcome. So let's find our way into any comfortable seated position for this morning's sit. Whatever that might look like for you, whether it's seated on a cushion or finding your seatedness onto a chair. Anywhere that might be comfortable and where you can sit tall and stabilized. So even if this is the first time that you're coming to meditation, don't be intimidated. Instead, stop for a moment. This is available to each and every one of us. So find any comfortable position. And there's no requirement that the environment be perfect. So there may be a little bit of noise, or people may even be around you. That's absolutely okay, actually. There's no requirement to be as you are. Actually, meditation is not a thing to be done, but rather it is the very essence of our beingness. So in that way, it doesn't require that you do something. Rather, it's an undoing in many ways. So I invite you, even if you're with your kids in this moment, or you're in a space where there's dynamic activity, it's okay. You always, in every moment of your life, can rest as you are. Good morning, everyone. Actually, this is a profound understanding, because the seated, or what we might call the more formalized meditation, where we sit and rest into our own silence, it's really just a platform from which we can recognize and allow that to be in every moment, in every breath of our lives. The point is not to have a period of meditation and then the rest of our lives, the daily life. There's no separation. Rather, it's to allow us to be settled, self-settled, and even to use the word allow assumes that at any point we're not allowed. It's actually our very birthright to be as we are. So if we've been called or drawn to be more engaged in the movements of the mind, the movements and the activity of the personal conditioning, then what this time allows for is it allows for really a recognizing of that which is true to this very moment. And as that self-settlement is known deeply, is known that it never shifted, it's never gone anywhere. The only thing that's occurred is maybe a seduction of moving into the mind and phenomena. But behind and within all of that, there has always been the same residing pure consciousness. There's nowhere else for it to go or to be. And as that recognition comes into full light, then we step or we move off of our cushion or a mat, and our lives become pervaded by this recognition. So even as we move into the phenomena of our lives, we're eating, we're walking, we're talking, we're dancing, we're engaging. Things may be occurring in the dynamic field of life. And yet at the same time, that effortlessness of being as is, that effortlessness of gracefully resting. Even resting says we have to do something, just the beingness, as is. We never lose touch with what is. So let's come together this morning to rest as we are. Rest as awareness. And as I say that, the language may be hitting the mind. So rather than let it hit the mind and bring some kind of internal discussion, let it instead be felt by the inner depths that directly ring true to this. Rest as I am. I am. As Nisargadatta Maharaj, this beautiful, profound, enlightened being, used to offer. He would offer, just stay with the feeling of existence I exist. Continue to follow that back to its source. I exist. Not I exist as this or I exist as that. Just the simple feeling of existence. Let that take you home to the settlement of being. So when I offer rest as you are, don't try to rest or attempt to be a resting one or look for a resting place. Instead, there is this soft landing, an intimate home that all of us know beyond any words or description that feels like, yes, I am. Let's allow that to be our inquiry this morning. Resting as is, the profundity of beingness calling us home. Staying consistently in that intimacy of I am. Allow the body to find relative comfort, meaning it's comfortable, but we're not seeking to find perfect comfort. There may be one place or another that in this moment is holding. There might be slight tension, and there's an okayness with what is. And then don't do anything. Don't attempt to rest or attempt to push away the mind. Instead, bask in your already isness. Bask in what you already are and always have been. Rest as you are. in your own time, allowing the eyes to gently open and movement to enter. And this prevailing sentiment of no shift, no change, even as you might start to move or make your way out into activity, no difference. No sense that there's the meditation and then there's life. This constancy, this ever abiding, residing, is not left. It's just an idea that it's left to go somewhere else, to go into thoughts or movements of the mind. But instead, even as we start to engage in our active day, let this all be pervaded by this sense of basking, resting as you are. Have a beautiful day or evening on this full moon, or reaching towards the full moon as we move towards the full moon, to each of you. And we'll meet in a few minutes for our Vichara Yoga, for our yoga time together this morning. So namaste to each of you. Blessings, love, wherever you are. And we'll see each other again on Friday if you want to meet for meditation.